Good morning, everyone. It is June 30th, Sunday, 2024, and it's time for your Sunday weekly reading. I'm Dolly. This is the Wolf Girl Oracle. I am so happy to be able to be here with you guys today. It's been a long month away from doing readings and live streams, but I am getting back into it now. I'm healing up. I've actually got a little bit of use in my arm, more than I had before, so that's a good thing. And although I'm still having some problems like shuffling and stuff like that, I did today put my cards down on the floor. I did a wash, brought them back up, and laid out the reading for today, because that was the easiest way for me to do it. So let's get over to the other camera. We'll start our reading. I'm going to be doing something a little bit different today. You know, as you guys know, or I've told you now in the last video that I did, that I've started down a shamanic path, that I'm taking that leap into that journey. So I've been spending a lot of time doing little shamanic journeys and getting to know my spirit animals, getting to know my spirit guides better, talking to angels, doing a lot of things that I've really only dipped my toes into before. Now I'm embracing full bore, and this reading is about healing the earth. And right now our earth needs a lot of healing. It needs a lot of tenderness and compassion and attention, and we all need to be putting our power and our energy into healing the earth. The earth needs to be healed. And in the process of doing that, we're also healing ourselves. Okay? And I'm talking mind, body, and spirit. And so this reading is going to be reflecting that intention. Okay? It's a reading of healing for all of us. And it's called The Egg. Okay, it's called The Egg. That's the name of the layout. So let's get over to the other camera and we'll get that started. Okay, so here we are. This is The Egg. Basically, we're going to be starting down here with the What Am I Naming cards. Okay, and I've got two decks that I'm using here. I'm using Rebecca Campbell's The Ancient Stones as our oracle card, and I'm going to be using the Animal Guides Tarot as our tarot clarifier for each card. And so this bottom one is what am I naming and claiming? Okay, this card is the what do I need to clarify card. Okay. The upper card here at the top of the egg is the listen to this card. And finally over here, we just have kind of the card that's going to tie this all together. Okay. And you know, it's also kind of in the four directions, the four elements. And you know, you can consider the fifth element, spirit, of course, in this as well. You know, we'll let the spider represent spirit today. That's going to be our spirit animal of the day. My dear friend Amber from Shine Your Light Intuitive gave me this spider, and she is a reminder. This spider is just a reminder for me of divine feminine, of my connection to Gaia, or to Jord, as we call it in the Norse. Mother Earth, you know, she's my tie. And I also have a protection rune off to the side here too, because we do need to protect ourselves as we're doing these things. I did call, as I laid these cards out, on the angels, the ancestors, and the spirits of the land in my home to help produce this reading for today for us, to give us what we need to know, to help us heal the earth. And I think every Sunday is going to be a Heal the Earth reading. That's going to be from here on out. That's what I'm going to do. Okay. So let's get started with what am I naming and claiming cards? So we have the Stone Goddess, unwavering love and support, and the maternal line. Hopefully you can see that. That's a gorgeous card. A very, very ancient symbol of our Earth Mother. And, you know, something that I've been feeling, and I'm sure you all have been feeling too, is the strong masculine energy that is in our world right now. There is nothing wrong with masculine energy, okay? But we need that to be balanced. We need the masculine and the feminine to be balanced in ourselves and out in the world. And right now it is very unbalanced. And, you know, I believe that Spirit is saying here with the, you know, what am I claiming? Let's claim the balance. Let's claim the balance between the feminine and the masculine. I feel like that's really, really important right now. So let's flip over the clarifier here. And we've got unity. And this is a polar bear. A polar bear. And it says, embrace this time with a deep spiritual growth. Spend time with others who are also on a sacred path. Compare traditional methods with new ideas. And that is really appropriate for me, and I hope it's really appropriate for you guys too. I am embracing a different spiritual path. I am looking at what other people are doing and learning what their best practices are on their spiritual journey and incorporating that into my own practice. And there is no right or wrong way really to connect with Spirit. I mean, I wouldn't say go to the bar and like have 12 beers and then come home and try to light candles and connect with Spirit. I wouldn't do that. Okay. But as far as like the practices of the world, man, there are so many different traditions out there that are doing so many cool things to connect with Spirit. And at the root of it, at the core of it, is all of the ancient practices, right? And those ancient practices have so much in common. It is impossible for me not to see a connection with all humanity through spiritual practices, especially the shamanic practices. Okay? So embrace the unity that you are finding with others who are on a spiritual path with you and find that balance. Let's claim those things. Okay? And then let's go on to the where do I need to clarify my communications? Okay, that's the second card here. Where do I need to clarify my communications? And we have ancestral messages, connection, belonging, ask for help. So what I feel Spirit is telling us here is, you know, if you're having some problems connecting with Spirit, you know, if you're doing your own personal practices at home and you're not grounding and you're just not getting that connection, don't be afraid to reach out into the community and ask people for help and ask different people. You know, what are your best practices for connecting to ancestors, to connecting to Spirit? Reach out and talk to people. Let them tell you what their best practices are. And then you can try different things until you do connect. All right. If you try it once and nothing happens, you're like, oh, well, nope, I guess I don't have any spiritual connection. You're giving up way too easily. And if we want to help the earth, if we want to heal the earth, we need to be able to make these connections. Okay. You need to be able to talk to the guides. You need to be able to put your energy into that and your intention. So ask for help. What is the clarifier? We have the Hermit. We have the Hermit. And it says, Firefly, take time for contemplation, to retreat and go within. Be a beacon for others on their path to spiritual enlightenment. So I feel like what Spirit is saying here is you have so much in you to offer when it comes to healing the earth. And don't give up. Go within and make that connection. After you talk to people, ask for help and help them and allow them to help you. You know, you are doing so much for the community when you do reach out and ask for help. And if you reach out to somebody and ask them for help and they just blow you off, you might want to rethink how much you give them, okay? How much worth you put on them. Now, some people are just busy and they are having a bad day, but usually they'll tell you that. They'll come right out and say, hey, I got a lot on my plate right now. I'll get back to you. Or, hey, I can't do this right now, but I do know somebody who you can talk to. That's what you want. Those are the people that you want to talk to, okay? But don't be afraid to reach out. Okay, all right. I'm talking a lot. I'm sorry. I haven't talked to you guys in forever, so I got a lot to say. All right, let's go on to number 3, which is listen to this, okay? Listen to this. The card is, the Hagstone. The Hagstone. It says energy shield, protection, and inner strength. Wow. And this is, listen to this. Okay, so I feel like Spirit is saying, hey, as you embark on this journey, understand that the road to healing the earth isn't always a happy-go-lucky thing. Okay? We all want peace. We all want love and light. Of course we do, right? But when you're taking on the important role of helping to heal the earth, well, there's some ugly out there that you're gonna have to face, So it might be ugly about yourself. It might be ugly about just the world in general, but you face those things. I can tell you from firsthand experience that prior to me starting down the shamanic path, I thought I had most of my issues, most of my shadows worked out, and I do, okay? But there have been things that have been coming up that I was just like, wow, I didn't realize that was there. And I have to heal that too, right? When Spirit brings those things to my attention, Spirit is telling me, this is blocking you. This is stopping you from moving forward. This is something that you need to handle, and we'll heal that. And then you can go back to the business of helping the earth. So, yeah, having that protection is really important. I use protection runes. I have one right here, in fact. I use protection runes. I also pray before I go into the journey, and I ask my spirit team to protect me from anything that might harm me. And once I put on that armor, once I put on the armor of my spirit team, I don't have to be afraid about the things that I see. And I have a strong faith in that, in that protection, So I would strongly encourage that for you too, whether you're just sitting on sitting on the floor meditating, or using a rattle like this. This is my rattle. Whether you're using a rattle or a drum or both, and you're journeying, regardless of how you're doing it, make sure that you pray and ask for protection ahead of time, for entertainment purposes only. This whole thing is for entertainment purposes only, just so you know. But yeah, protect yourself. So the card there, to clarify the Hagstone, is, of course, the Knight of Fire, the Knight of Wands. And it's a dolphin. And it says, An opportunity arises that needs your attention right away. Moving quickly is important, yet there's nothing you can't handle if you follow your inner guidance. So here again, Spirit is saying, you can do this, just protect yourself, Right now, the healing of the earth is a very important thing. It is something that needs our immediate attention, okay? Just don't go diving into it before you know how to protect yourself and, just keep yourself healthy, right? So, okay. So the last card is the answer, okay? Or, basically pulling this all together here. And we have, the road is clear. You know what to do. Walk it your way. Yes. You know what to do. Walk it your way. The road is clear. And here Spirit is telling you that you probably have everything. You probably know already that you have everything in you that you need in order to embark on this journey to heal the world. Okay? Because these things are inherent in us. It really is, we don't always make the best choices. Part of healing the world is healing yourself. And part of healing yourself is making good choices about the things that you're doing in your life. My good friend Katie Moonchild, she's always talking about how we can heal ourselves. And that is so true. The food that you put in your body, the things that you listen to, the amount of, or where you're putting your intention, where you're putting your energy, all these things are important in healing both yourself and the world. So keep yourself in check. What is the clarifier for this? Oh, it's the 8 of water. The 8 of water, and it's the kangaroo. And it says, it's so easy to convince yourself that you're trapped when you really aren't. Trust that Source will lift you to new heights and give you greater self-confidence if you affirm your freedom. Yes. And, I think a lot of what's hurting the earth right now is the fact that people feel like they are trapped. The fear is so palatable right now in the collective, and I'm feeling it from all different directions, for many different things. Fear is making people catatonic and stuck in place. And just like the kangaroo, okay? It's easy to convince yourself that you're trapped when you really aren't. And I sometimes think that we put those traps, we allow ourselves to feel trapped because we're afraid to move forward. But don't be afraid. Don't be afraid, you guys. The world needs us right now. They need the whole world, the earth, Mother Earth herself, physically the earth, needs our help right now. So let's take this advice and move forward this week, okay? Don't be afraid. Reach out to people when you need to. If you have any questions or you're having problems with connecting, reach out to people. Lean on their best practices. Protect yourself as you do the things that you're doing to help the earth and to help heal yourself. And remember, the road is clear. You know what to do, and it's time for you to walk it your way. Walk that path your way. Okay? All right, let's go over to the other camera. I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me today. I know this was kind of a long one. So if you stayed for the whole thing, thank you very much. I'm hoping that on Wednesday I'll be able to do a live stream. So keep an eye on my community page and watch for the little announcement that I'll be going live at 10 a.m. on Wednesday. And that's it. That's all I have to say today. And I love you guys. I love you so much. I missed you guys so much. It feels so good to be reconnecting with Spirit and just doing all these different things. And we'll talk about that on Wednesday, okay? So I love you guys. We'll see you all again real soon, okay? All right. Bye-bye.